Hey guys, so Lord here, back in with another action figure review. Today we'll be taking a look at the Transformers Legacy Evolution Voyager class Leo Prime, aka Leo Convoy from Beast Wars Neo. It's of course brought to us by the fine folks over at Hasbro, as well as my good buddy Evil Villain, who was nice enough to hook this guy up for me. As usual, I will leave a link in the description below to his Instagram. You can head on over there, give him a follow, let him know I sent you. But as always, you know the drill by now. If I have to keep telling you, I might as well just come down there and beat your ass for not listening. So, with all that being said, yeah, Beast Wars Neo. Not a series I was familiar with, probably because it was a Japanese thing. It only aired in Japan. And as far as I know, there's not a dubbed version of it, so hopefully someday there will be, because I wouldn't mind checking it out. However, according to my good buddy Evil Villain, some of the beast modes are very questionable. Like, one of the Maximals turns into a fucking penguin. Really? A fucking penguin? Lame! Another one's a giraffe. Another one's a rabbit, like a jackrabbit or something. I can't say I'm very impressed with these alt mode choices. One of them's a Tasmanian devil. We're going to be looking at him. And then one of them's a, what is it? A cobra. It's kind of like a cowboy. I wouldn't mind seeing him, to be honest with you. And then another one's like a mandrill or a baboon. I actually have his vintage figure somewhere. Kind of surprised I have it. If that was a Japanese thing, I'm curious why I managed to get one for like 30 bucks. 30 bucks? Maybe 20 bucks? I don't remember. It was at a toy show. Same toy show I got my vintage Optimus Primal at, which I do have a Throwback Thursday on, by the way, so you can check that out if you're so inclined. I think that's it. I think. And then there was some sort of combiner. It was the elephant, a lion, and an eagle. And I think the elephant was Ironhide, and the eagle was Silverbolt. Which, speaking of which, we're going to be looking at the new Silverbolt a little bit later this week. So, with all that being said, though, why don't we cut right to the chase and get into the meat and taters of this review and take a look-see at all Leo Convoy, Leo Prime, has to offer in terms of accessories. And the funny thing is, they're kind of small, so I already put them on the figure, so I wouldn't lose them. So, taking a closer look at Leo Prime. The first two are in the mane of the lion's head on his shoulder here. He's got two cannons, which I guess you could plug some blast effects on, so that's nice. But you could take these out, use them as pistols in his hands, or you can do this and just keep them nice and safe in storage there. Nice gold on the lion mane. I heard that Transformers have a tendency to have a bad rep when it comes to gold plastic, but I heard that this plastic's a little bit better, stronger, and it won't just turn into dust. I'm hoping that's the case. And then the other two cannons are stored here on his back. Now, you could probably flip these around and have like smokestack looking thingies sticking out from behind his head. Or better yet, the Optimus Primal thing. He had the shoulder cannons. But I like keeping everything nice and tidy with this guy, because he does have a lot of kibble going on. That's just the nature of the beast, though. No pun intended, but that's how he is. That's how his character design is. So, you know, keeping all this stuff tucked away, if I can talk here, is a little bit more practical, we'll say. That said, I feel like this piece should fold down more. What the heck? One thing is the backpack doesn't tab in. I wish it did. But other than that, I don't really have a ton of gripes with this figure. other than the lack of ankle articulation. We'll get into that in a minute here. But the other kind of weapon accessory this guy has going for him, if we pop this lion's paw out, you can flip out these little Wolverine claws. Schnicked. And that's his, what is it, Neo Fusion gimmick? Whatever it's called there, Neo Evolution gimmick. But there you go, he's got his flip out claws. That's pretty cool. He's got them on the other side too, but that side's a little bit more cumbersome. Like that 90s song from that band nobody remembers the name of. 7 Mary 3. Haha! But, yeah, I really like this guy. I think he's pretty sweet. He also has the Matrix of Leadership in there, or as Chefatron FX Friends calls, the Nipple of Doom. That's pretty hilarious, but close that up. And now your Leo convoy's ready to rock. But, yeah, I like this figure quite a bit. He's giving Bludgeon a run for his money as far as my Transformer of the Year goes. I didn't think I was going to like him as much as Bludgeon, but he's rivaling Bludgeon right now just because of how fun he is. But as far as articulation goes, his head is on a little bit of a hinge there. Nothing crazy. He can look down more so than up. But he does rotate. He gets a little bit of tilt. He gets the tiniest bit of tilt. The shoulder pads will actually hinge up and move out of the way, so you can get full range out of the arm, which is on a ball joint. Goes out, goes forward. I will say, I do wish this joint was... Is this a pin joint? Maybe it's a pin joint. I can't tell. But I wish the shoulders were a little tighter, maybe. But it's not bad. He's got a bicep swivel. He's got a single elbow. Which gives you about 90 degrees. I will tell you, one thing you can do is flip this piece out. This leg piece from the lion mode here. And you can flip out this little, it's almost like another claw piece, isn't it? And you can put those cannons in the backpack on here as well. They do attach in lion mode there, as well as on his head, the lion mode head. But I didn't realize that before. I think they go right in the front above the eyes there. Right there and right there. Feels like there's a couple little slots you could tab those into. But this guy is just full of surprises, man. You never know what you're going to find on him. That's what she said. He does have a waist twist, which is nice and tight. Very nice waist twist. Hips can kick forward, as well as back. He can kick out to the side, back down. He's got a thigh cut down here, surprisingly. He doesn't have it up here. Yeah, he doesn't have it up there. I think he would have it up there. I think it's down here because transformation. Well, it looks like a double knee. It's really not, but you do get a little bit more than 90 out of it, so it's generous at the very least. And then as far as the feet go, this is very interesting. I can get him all situated here. He's got a calf swivel. We'll use this side. He's got a calf swivel, right? That's all fine and dandy. And then he's got a hinge on the heel spur there because of transformation. He's got probably one of the best rockers in the game. But he's got like no hinge forward and back, which kind of sucks because you're pretty limited with your posing there. That said, I've managed to get this guy A to stand. I mean, he doesn't want to really do it now. But I managed to get him A to stand and be in a pretty decent pose for the URL and or Final Thoughts. So I don't really give a shit, you know? Normally I'd be on him for that because it's kind of weird to have an ankle rocker and not a hinge forward and back. But I can look past that because I'm still having a great time. I'm having a fun time with this figure. I don't even like that damn show. Was that Adventure Time? Lumpy Space Princess. Anyone remember that garbage? I do. Ben Tennant was not. But yeah, I gotta tell you, Leo Convoy might be my Transformer of 2023. And I know I keep saying I'm gonna make this top action figures of 2023 video. I haven't done it yet, but you know, when I keep getting shit that could be eligible for the video, I'm kind of glad I didn't do it yet. Because I don't want to make a Redux video, you know? Who wants to sit and go through that hassle, right? That said, here he is with the Tasmanian Kid. Also, courtesy of my good buddy Evil Villain. We'll be looking at him tomorrow. That little squirt. So we got the Tasmanian Devil from Looney Tunes and Simba from The Lion King. And then I guess that penguin is the one of the penguins from Madagascar, right? Look at the rabbit. I guess the rabbit's Peter Cottontail. The snake can be what was that old Chuck Jones movie? Ricky Tikki Tavi? Remember the cobras that fought the mongoose? Could be one of those. Most random ass references in a Transformers video, I assure you. But yeah, man, I like the figure quite a bit. He's awesome. He's pretty freaking bussin', as they say. So bringing in our two regulars, we got the Mythic Legion's brother Mandibulus, and the infamous 11 Spawn, who is taller, but you know, Transformers aren't supposed to be in scale with these guys. I just like bringing them out because I have a reputation to uphold, you know. That said, I kind of want to get the Nemesis Prime repaint of this, even though, you know, some people like it, some people don't. I think it looks cool. You know, it's a black, like, evil, you know, Scar to Simba version of Leo Prime here, so wouldn't mind picking that up someday. That said, unlike Bludgeon's variant, Tarn, I think I still can, so I guess that's a plus. But at this point, I need him and I need Tigerhawk, and I think my Beast Wars collection is complete. For the most part, all the mainline stuff anyways, although I didn't get that little green skeleton raptor, I forget his name, something Don, it's not Pterodon, is it Iguanodon? I don't remember, but either way, I'm going on a tangent, so with that being said, why don't we move right along and wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and aside from the lack of any forward to back and or up and down movement in the feet, I mean, those ankle rockers are on point at least, right? I have to say that good old Leo Convoy, or Leo Prime, whichever you prefer, is giving my boy Bludgeon from this line a run for his money for being the Transformers figure of 2023. Now, that said, I didn't get a whole lot of Transformers figures that came out in 2023, so maybe there are some grails that I am missing, but as far as figures I do have, this guy right here and Bludgeon are firing on all cylinders. I really like what they did with Leo Convoy here, despite the fact that no, it is not a perfect figure, but when you really think about it, neither was Optimus Primal. He didn't have hardly any ankle articulation, yet he ranked, I want to say, top 5 in whatever year he came out in. So, yeah, you don't have to be perfect to make my top figures video, but I kind of like you an awful lot, and at the end of the day, I like Leo Prime, aka Leo Convoy, an awful lot. So with that being said, before we wrap this thing up, why don't we take a closer look at his beast mode. And as promised, here's a closer look at Leo Convoy in his beast mode. And as I said before, he turns into, well, fucking albino Aslan from Chronicles of Narnia. No, I'm Just kidding, of course. He turns into a lion, and that's pretty bussin'. Not gonna lie. I'd like to see this woolly mammoth Optimus Prime that my good buddy Evil Villain was telling me about, but taking a closer look at old Leo in his alt mode, he does have these flip out guns and stuff in his main. They look kind of weird, so yeah, but they're there, I guess. Especially these little buggers, they have a tendency to pop off, so I'm just gonna take those off, flip the main all the way down. Looks a little more natural, and these you can actually rotate in a little bit, and then this will actually collapse all the way down. So those are well hidden, so I'll probably keep those on this figure, but the other ones I might put in storage or something. He does have a little hinged jaw action there. He's got a little bit of movement in the legs, at least in the elbow region. A little bit of rotation too. Back here he's got all the articulation. He's got it in the hip. He's got it in the knee. Both knees, really. And he even has the rocker from robot mode. Then his tail will move up and down. So not terrible as far as articulation goes, and not too egregious looking. I thought this guy's alt mode was going to look a little weird initially. I don't know why. And I thought he would be a more teched out looking lion. But he's pretty clean. I would say the only kind of busy clusterfucky part is up here in the front. Around the shoulder there. And then right here under the mane. Kind of see his arms, but other than that, it's not too bad. It's not too bad, and it looks pretty solid, man. I dig it. Is a lion my first choice for Optimus Prime? Maybe not. Again, I'd like to see this woolly mammoth thing that Evil Villain was talking about, but you know, I think it fits. Definitely fits. The lion is definitely the king of the jungle, and Optimus Prime is essentially the king of the Autobots, so, you know, that makes sense, right? Better than a fucking penguin. Either way, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later.